Hey guys, we just decided to put together a compilation of the boxing drills that we do in our regular classes as well as the kickboxing classes. So here you go. Here's drill one, the partner slip drill. So she's basically throwing a open palm slap to my shoulders in place of a jab cross. And she'll start at a slow speed, build up to a higher speed, and we're taking turns. You could probably do this one for about 3 minutes. Just make sure you count and watch your fingers because you might poke each other in the eye. On to the second drill. The duck under. So the duck under is a small squat just to go under a left hook and right hook. Again, thrown as an open palm slap to the shoulder just so it doesn't, scare your partner too much. So drill 3, the duck and cover. It's the same thing technically as the first one, going under those first 2 punches, but she's raising and covering with her elbow and forearm on the second 2. That's a really big deal. A lot of times people tell you just to cover with the glove and you kind of hit the padding, but usually there's a small shot or an area that your punch gets through and it's right near the wrist. And that's because most people don't cover with that entirety of the forearm. So we're trying to get around that by showing the drill with empty hands. Drill 4 is the pull and catch. So I'm stepping back in a small lean, which is known as a pull, and then the catch is an overhanded palm or a forearm that kind of deflects the punch. I'm not trying to karate block it. I'm just trying to get out of the way just for a split second or eventually choose to do some type of inside fighting from here. The next drill is the basic 6, which is a jab, a cross, a lead hook, a rear hook, lead uppercut, and a rear uppercut. Fed in that order just so my partner gets used to the rhythmic pattern of it and they get used to seeing the angles of the punches. They can treat it however they need to. If they slip, they slip. If they duck and cover, they can duck, they can pull, they can catch. She chooses however she wants to treat it. I choose however I want to treat it. No real set defensive right or wrong on this one. Just try to follow the same pattern of the jab, the cross, left hook, left uppercut, and right uppercut. And again, you could do this one for probably another 3 minutes. It's a very useful drill for beginners. Drill 6 is the mixed 6. So it's exactly what it sounds like. Any one of those 6 punches fed in any mixed pattern. I choose to overdo the mechanics a little bit for my partner if they're a first timer, just so they get a chance to see all the actual lines of attack. And it kind of simulates a little bit more closer or realistic method to taking them into sparring if they've never done sparring before. So again, feed it kind of slow. You notice we're targeting the shoulders as the punches come out, and this is to take care of each other, especially for somebody who's a new person because they may not be comfortable with punches to the head. 3 for 3 is a drill where we throw 3 punches for 3 punches, again fed to the shoulders. Any random 3, doesn't have to be any 3 that we choose right away. You could set up patterns of like combinations, anything you want off of this. But again, it's being fed to the shoulders to kind of take away that hesitancy that most people have from sparring. 1 for 1 leads. So this one is a simple idea of just using the lead hand to set up or close gaps. She can throw it anywhere she wishes. She can put a jab, she can put a hook, uppercut. I can do the same thing. And we choose to deflect or use our defenses around these movements. As far as how you want to set these up, I'd say to do maybe 3 rounds of 3 minutes per drill if you have the time. 1 minute rest in between because it simulates kind of like you're doing sparring rounds. Or you could pick one and do as how often as you would like to or as long as you would like to. It's kind of up to you. They're beginner drills, but they can also be good for anybody who's got any skill level from intermediate to advanced. I still do them on a regular. It's just up to you and your partner or your own personal preference. You can do these with gloves or without gloves. Just make sure you take your time and don't get frustrated with somebody who's a first-time learner with some of this stuff, just because it can be a little bit scary for somebody if it's their first time seeing punches or a fist come at their face. So take your time and above all, have fun with it.